Hey guys, Gus69 from Metal Open Mind Brazil. Yes, another contest entry. I love to support new channels, and this is another one that I discovered recently. It's for Low Noise Jason Skilz, the channel name. Jason is a fellow Canadian. He loves punk, hardcore, electronic music and also metal. I think he's back to his metal roots, which is great, but he's very open-minded. I love people like Jason, and he has a huge collection. He mentioned in a recent video that he has around 7,000 records, which is amazing. And he actually runs an indie label, which is even better. Very cool stuff. And he's celebrating his first 100 subscribers of his channel. Congratulations, you're doing good. I'm enjoying your videos. I think a couple days ago I saw him doing a live performance with punk electronic noise project, and he was playing bass, so he's also a musician. A lot of things in common. Great guy. So this contest is pretty simple. I tried to jump in. It's only 3 records that you have to show: a metal record, a punk record, and a synth record. So for the metal, recently I saw him showing his backlog music that he recent bought but didn't listen yet, and he showed Beneath the Remains by Sepultura. I think he mentioned that was his first Sepultura album. It was released in '89, so I decided to show another Sepultura album that came after the one that he has, Rise. If you are familiar with this album, you have noticed that it's a different cover, album art, because it's rough mixes. Limited edition for Rock in Rio. So in '91, before the official release, they were going to play at Rock in Rio Festival '91. I was there, by the way, and I saw them live for the first time that night. Great night with Queensryche, Megadeth, and Judas Priest, and what else? And Guns N' Roses, I think, in the closing the night. So they released this as a limited edition just for the Rock in Rio Festival. So it's pretty rare, and it's a different cover. If you see the actual official cover, it's like the whole drawing, and this is just the top part of the actual cover. But this was gave to me by my girlfriend, and I loved her, not just because she gave me some of her stuff, but I really like Sepultura. I have the most of their discography on CD, but this is my first vinyl since I restart collecting vinyl. So I used to have a couple of their early release, but this one I never had. So I'm pretty glad that she gave me Sepultura Arise. And as I said, It's a rough cut, but it's good. It was not mastered yet, but or final mixes, but it's good anyway. Sepultura Arise for the metal album. Now for the punk album, I decided to go with Statues on Fire, a local band here in São Paulo, and there is a cool story about this. I think 2 years ago I saw an ad on a Facebook group that people does donations of anything, but there was a guy asking if anybody wants a lot of CDs, and there was many people responding already, and I got the name of the guy, Alex, and I sent him a private message telling him that I was interested, that I had a YouTube channel, that I promote a lot of local bands and things like that. And we set a meeting, and he gave me around 400 CDs. And when I was talking to him, he said that he was working in a concert place, Hangar 110, which means 110 hangar, and it's a night show venue, and they were closing, and those CDs were the bands that played there gave them the CDs. So from many years they had those CDs there, so the venue was closing, and he was looking for someone to give and to have a new home for those CDs. So he ended up giving to me, which I really appreciated, and talked to him. He said that he was also he had a band called Statues on Fire, and I said, great. Then he said he was a drummer, and I am also a drummer, so pretty cool. And we started a friendship, and then when they released the third studio album, one after this, I went to the concert, I filmed, and I bought the new album, and I loved their music. It's a skate punk, melodic hardcore, punk rock, but with some hardcore, some very fast songs, but very, at the same time, very melodic. So it's very friendly. It's easy to get in their music, and the singer sings very well with a melodic voice and with a good English pronunciation, not as not as me, but he does sing well. And I end up buying their two first release out on vinyl. So this one is the second, No Tomorrow, and all the albums are great. I know that there is a record label, I think in Germany, that release their albums in Europe, Hooky Records, I think, and I think the Hooky Records here, and this is like an import, but it's a Brazilian band. They toured in Europe a couple times, maybe 3 times, and after that I saw them live again, and it's a great show, great bands. I wish they got more recognition because they are very good in this kind of music, which is melodic hardcore or punk melodic hardcore. It's the best definition for their sound. Very cool cover. And so if you like punk with melodic singer, you may try Statues on Fire. Very good band from Brazil. So the last record for the Synth. I have a few Synth albums, but none by Brazilian bands. I could have showed, I don't know, Duran Duran, for instance, that I have their debut, or a few others that has like a lot of synths, like Ricky Wakeman, for instance. But I think that Jason was looking for something more like synth pop, and in that kind of genre I really don't collect. I don't mind, but I really don't have anything to show. But there is another Brazilian band called Labirinto, which is Labyrinth in English, and they started as a post-rock band, and now they are a kind of post-metal, mostly instrumental. And I fell in love with their music. A lot of keyboards, but to create dark atmospheres, so not synthy like poppy or nothing like that, but very orchestral at times, almost like a soundtrack for a drama movie or horror movie maybe. And I bought a couple albums from them, but I decided to show my first picture disc. Yes, my first ever picture disc. When I collect vinyl in the 80s, I never had the money to buy a picture disc, and now I have this one by Labirinto. The name of the album is kind of hard to say, but I think it's Cajuin. It's not Portuguese, but this is amazing. Look at that, the details, and the other side. Let me see. There is a wolf, I think, in the middle, but it's beautiful piece of art right there. And this is an EP, so there is only 4 tracks and an intro. But it's great, amazing. I really enjoyed, and I ordered the other releases. I am only missing the debut full album because sold out. Let me show you the name of the album here. Cajuin, something like that. But pretty cool and sounds amazing. And they became a lot more heavier with other release. So now they are more like a post-metal than a post-rock band, but they started like that one. And in the latest album from 2019, which I have also, they have a couple tracks with voice and one guest singer, but mostly their material are all instrumental and really amazing. Jason, I hope that counts as a synth album because they have many synthesizers and keyboards, but to create dark atmosphere. So it's very intense, very dark, and very good. I hope you like this video. Sepultura you already know, but Statues on Fire is a great band, and Labirinto also. I can get enough recommendations for everybody that I know, because they are amazing bands from Brazil and deserve more fans. And I'm pretty sure if you like those music styles, you're gonna check and appreciate their music. So that's it, Jason. Thank you for doing these contests. I hope you get many more very soon. And congrats for your first milestone. I will keep watching your videos, and see you soon. Bye bye.